Ooh, we're right out in the rain in this part. Welcome back, folks, to this part of Let's Play. I almost said Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 Blind. Resident Evil 4. Anyway, last part. What? I'm playing this for people who played. You know what happened? And now, suddenly, all these Ganados in the friggin' place. You can actually, if you actually shoot this barrel, these barrels before, you get close. Leon, Ashley does not do a damn thing. But I think I very briefly touched upon that Ashley, while being a mechanically sound hostage, a lot of people hated, not because of, like, the way she played, really, or like, well, she's just about as good of a hostage as you can get, but even, like, the best hostage is still kind of annoying, especially to, well, I don't mind hostages that much, you know, but, you know, think about Ashley mechanically, you know, anything that was going to hit you is going to hit her, so she's basically a meat shield in some respects, but of course she's marginally delayed to you and will sometimes just straight up stand still. But most of the time when she is outright open and exposed, the enemy is not interested in attacking her, they want to capture her. Now, this is obviously going to annoy a lot of people because they have to basically perform maintenance on something that they are not in direct control of. But, you know, for a hostage situation, this is kind of the best they can do. But what I've always been fascinated by is not that Ashley annoys people because of her mechanics, it's just her. You know, people don't like the way she screams, "Leon, help!"
Got some What are you buying?
Alright, and now I will interrupt that little tangent to show you this, the Red 9. This is the best handgun in the game.
Of an avid gun collector. It's an
I'm gonna restart that.
A choice of an avid gun collector. A choice of an avid gun collector. It's a nice gun, stranger.
Yes, it is. This is the best handgun in the game, but I don't have any room for it. Anyway, I also have to buy this because this makes it way better. Admittedly, it does take up a lot of room for in what is already the biggest handgun in the game. But, you know, the power that it gets later on is pretty dang incredible.
Thank you. Is that all?
Anyway, just selling off some extraneous items here. And now
what are you
I'll buy the Red 9. This is the best gun in the game, pretty much just because of sheer power. Accuracy in a handgun is not that important because you're not going to, at least I don't rapid fire my handguns most of the time. So, you know, you have a lot more control over, you know, how your accuracy is in your handgun as opposed to, say, a machine gun. Like, if a machine gun, if there was a machine gun that wasn't, that had better aim, was up for sale, I'd prefer that over the machine gun that didn't, even if it had better power. But the handgun doesn't have that problem. Anyway. Oh, wait. I have to show you guys this. I saw someone figure this out, and I was like, I can't believe I never found that. Getting closer. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. We're too low. God darn it. Too low. Anyway, I was talking about Ashley briefly, and the thing about Ash... Oh, I need to equip my handgun. Crap. And I was talking about how the main thing people despised about Ashley was her attitude. And, I don't know, I've always thought, like, well, it's Leon's job to protect, you know, the Prezi. Or the President and all family. Damn it, that doesn't have anything in it. And so I'm like, well, it's a bodyguard. It kind of reminds me of when I saw the Spoony One's review of FF10. And he was like, why is she apologizing to you guys? She hired them. She should be like, it's about fucking time, assholes. Where the fuck were you? And anyway, oh, this one has a spinel. And Ashley's attitude, I guess to a lot of people, came off as very much entitled. But, you know, if you have one guy who'll help you, what can you do? Ashley's AI doesn't even come off as dumb. She's pretty much your shadow. You know, and it's interesting, like, Sheva is one where I actively do hate her AI. Ashley, I don't. Ashley is as good as she can be for someone, you know, again, I'm saying this with too much context. What is she? She's someone who was going to fucking school and never picked up a handgun in her life. You know, why would she be useful? She's your extractor. You might as well be carrying around a box. You know, I've never heard people say that they hated Nomi from Left 4 Dead 2, even though he's part of an achievement. Or that one gnome from Half-Life that's just, from Half-Life 2 that's just in there for one episode. Fuck. I'm starting to forget about my I'm starting to remember too much Resident Evil 5 where you can manually reload via menu. Alright. And I think it's because I didn't expect Ashley to be any good. You know, expectation and context a lot of times has a lot to do with what the player demands out of a character. Sheva, she has guns, no pun intended, troll face, and she's expected to be my partner with pretty much equal weaponry. Why is she not as good at shooting as I am? You know, but Ashley, no weaponry, no use. She's pretty much just something I have to carry around, ostensibly. And she unlocks some doors. She's a key that you have to stop. She's a key in a glass bottle that everyone wants to break. So I don't have much expectations for her usefulness. Sheva has weapons and has usefulness. Like, I think what would be more insulting is if Ashley had, like, a bat. Because the worst thing about certain characters is when you need to rely on them. That's when it's the worst. It's like, help me, you bitch. Why are you not doing anything? Fuck, I wanted to kick that man. Fuck it. Move! Oh, shit. Now, that's the worst part with Ashley. Trying to stop the Plagas, because the Plagas actually do hit her pretty blindly. But look what she did. She became small. She was not harmed. And oh my god, that was close. She became as small as she possibly could, got out of the way, stayed in one place so I know where she is, didn't try to get in my line of sight. Like, as annoying as it can be sometimes when Ashley is just around the enemy and not moving, imagine how much worse it could be if she could run into your line of fire. Most of the, you know, what's the first thing she does when you aim? She goes right behind you or ducks. She cannot go into your line of fire. You know, if you shoot her, it's kind of your fault. You know, what can she do? And I think that is why I don't really, like, despise Ashley as much as other people. It's like, well, what can she really do given her situation? I don't think a lot of people thought that through that as much as that because they're just shooting stuff.
Hi.
And hell, look, you know, she can actually run just fine even while hurt. That's actually better than Leon. And guess what? In a spot where things can get claustrophobic, you can put her away. And hell, she'll run towards you in actually a pretty brisk fashion. Now, admittedly, she will sometimes run into the dumbest fucking obstacles. Like bear traps. She can't do a damn thing about bear traps. And I will admit, that is something that's fucking stupid in this game, the bear traps. I know they do that so that you don't just run past the enemy, but it's so slow going. And that's what I think is a more annoying thing with Ashley. Alright. Get away. Continuing with my kick barrage. It's funny, this is an odd thing to point out, but I remember I said to a friend of mine once, Chris is the whitest Resident Evil character there is. And he was like, what? No, Leon is. And I always wondered why, you know, it's like, what exactly makes a character more white? But it's like, I don't know, a lot of times when you have just like an image of something, and it's like, that guy is fucking white. And I'm like, Leah, and I'm like, Chris is fucking white. Like, he comes off to me like, I don't know, he comes off like a muscle head, which has always come off like something that's very, very white to me. Like, he doesn't have the machismo that you see in like more Latino cultures, and he doesn't have the frickin', yeah, that's pretty much it. He just comes off as really fucking white. And Leon, Leon looks more white. Like, he looks like, this guy is like, yeah, he's fucking white. But Chris, I don't know, Chris to me feels more white. Or who knows, maybe it's just, he contrasts more because his partner's a black woman, who knows. That was a random as fuck topic to bring up. Oh my god. Anyway, we are back in familiar territory, and I've always liked the idea of coming back to a place where things feel familiar, but now there's that sense of offness. I don't think you've come across this place enough for that feeling of familiarity to ever set in truly. But this was one of the more slow-paced areas, so it's one of the more memorably. This is an area where there is a sense of familiarity, even if it's not very heavy. I've heard a game that did this very well with Silent Hill 4. But again, I've never played any of the Silent Hill games after 1. Shit, I gotta move out of this corner. Alright. And notice, Ashley's still safe. We have plenty of time to get rid of the bear traps. Now, I'm sure a lot of people thought you can only shoot them, but no, you can knife them out with your knife. Even though that makes no sense because there's not enough weight to trigger that. Okay. Now that we've cleared this zone, I'm gonna call Ashley. And guess what? I like that they simplified this game. Like, one thing about Resident Evil 5 that I think I'm gonna fucking complain to all day about is most likely going to be the the GUI being way, 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 way too complicated for what they're going for. And the thing is, this game comes off as much more simple. You know? What is here? What are your commands?
Wait, follow me.
That's it. You know, what's your, but like, I think there's like 2 types. I think they do something similar with Sheva, but the problem is, like, you have a bunch of mini commands in front of that, like, I need this, I need that, I need to reload, I want to swap this place for that, I want to have easy access to this and that. Whereas this game is much more streamlined. Now that is what makes the co-op of Resident Evil 5 very satisfying, because instead of fucking going through that mess of a GUI, you just tell the guy, "Yo, dog, give me an egg. Can I get it, dogs?" Ah, dang it. Wait, I almost got it. I'm trying to get it down. You're not down like a chancha. Ah, I gotta stop channeling Sarah Online, Harp. Anyway, move on. And now this is one of the hardest parts, probably of the entire game. It's certainly, like, probably the most claustrophobic one. But, dang, this is gonna be tricky. Alright. I hate that moment when you've been talking for so long, and then you forget what you're talking about. Anyway, we got, Luis here, who for some reason grows a mustache in the game. Or I should say in video game cutscenes. Or not in cutscenes, what the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, he has a mustache in, like, during game time. But not in cutscenes. So, yeah, and guess what? In the most claustrophobic time in the game, where Ashley would be an undeniable annoyance, she's not here. She's fucking hiding in the closet. again, really smart use of when the character should be there and when she shouldn't be a factor. You already got one guy, and guess what? He doesn't take damage, except from you. See? Ashley's hiding in here. Alright, and now I got another grenade, and I actually am hoarding quite a bit of grenades. And flash grenades, which make... Oh, I'll keep that for... Wait, no, there's room. What am I doing? Jeez, man. Anyway, we're holding out as much as we can, but I guess a window broke. Oh, no, it didn't. Alright, no, one pen broke. Anyway, we will now look at his mustache. So yeah, this is always kind of a neat trick to pull. Like, don't leave it all the way open. Oh no, leave it partially open so that they can get in. Or like, no, not that they can't get in, but they can get in. They can't get in, but you can shoot them. Alright. Luis will take a lot of damage in this, but he will not take, but he will never die, basically. In fact, no matter what, he will never die. If you shoot him too many times, he will actually kill you. You know, Luis Serra does not die. Or Luis Serra does not, Luis Serra does not die. He just gets pissed off. Well, okay, but he eventually does die. Perhaps designing a Let's Play for people who've already played the game is not the smartest of ideas. Whatever. Shit. Alright. And now I will use a... Actually, I might just use regular grenades now, but... yes. I got so many complaints about this on my walkthrough. When they were like, why aren't you using any flash grenades? And I was like, well, I didn't want to. It just didn't feel like it was appropriate. You know, again, I've said this before. I'm about trying to see what I can get, what I can do, without having to use my best weapons. You know. Of course, this does mean I get hurt, so I'm obviously not the best sergeant. I would let people die before I would let them use assault rifles. And this probably makes me an awful RTS player and an RPG player. So that's why Persona 4 is getting crap numbers. Oh my god. It's funny, my main channel has like a random as hell audience, and I know why. It's because like I never have any consistent I never had a consistent vision for what my channel was supposed to be. It was just like whatever the fuck's on my mind. And because of that, I have some wrestling fans here, I have some walkthrough fans here, I have some Let's Play fans here and there. And because of that, I have a very specific, I have a little bit of everything turns out to be, you know, nothing I can like rally. You know, I don't think I have super passionate fans or anything. But you know what? I don't think I need them. You know, if I have some fans that just kind of like me, I'm like, all right, that's good enough. Although I will admit there are a few fans that actually do seem to continuously go through a lot of my stuff. Again, I think, well, what a lot of times when you just read the title, it's like, would it be cool if they did this? Wow, that was like knifing 4 people at once. Whoa. Alright, I survived. And the rain effects are really weird in this. Alright.
Looks like they're backing off. So, what do we do now?
See? His mustache disappeared in the cutscene. Anyway, I took that drink for Luis's mustache. And that has been Chapter 2-2. So, next time on Let's Play Resident Evil 4, we're gonna get... Oh my god. No, this is a 2 paths one. I'm gonna... next time on Resident Evil 4, I look really, really stupid. As if that's a change. See you guys then.